If you haven't checked the tech news in the last week, you're probably missing out on some genuinely wild stuff that's about to change how you work, create, and shop online. I'm talking AI photo editing that reads your mind, Amazon's creepy smart glasses for delivery drivers, and a Samsung headset that's trying to dethrone Apple. And then there's this whole legal battle brewing behind the scenes that could reshape how AI companies operate. Stick around. We're breaking down everything you need to know. Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts. Click the newsletter link in the description for weekly analysis, delivered straight to your inbox. In this video, I'm walking you through the 7 biggest AI and tech stories of the week that actually matter. From Meta's jaw-dropping Instagram Stories feature to Samsung's bold move into mixed reality, I'm going to show you what's happening right now and why it matters to you. Plus, we've got some wild internet moments and some serious regulatory shifts that nobody's talking about yet. Let's dive in. Meta's AI revolution on Instagram. Okay, let's start with Instagram, because Meta just dropped something that honestly feels like magic. You know that moment when you're looking at a photo and you think, wouldn't this be better if... But then you realize you'd need Photoshop skills or an expensive app? Yeah, Meta just solved that problem entirely. They're rolling out something called Restyle, and it's exactly as powerful as it sounds. Basically, you can describe what you want changed. Just type it out naturally, and the AI does it for you in real time. Want to add a sunset to your photo? Tell it. Need to remove people from the background? Done. Want your photo to look like a painting? Watch it transform right in front of you. The results coming back from early testers are shockingly good too. We're not talking weird, obviously AI-edited stuff anymore. People are reporting genuinely creative, natural-looking edits. Here's where it gets interesting. Meta's strategy with this is pretty clear. They want you to stay on Instagram to create your content instead of jumping to other apps. Every time you'd normally export a photo, fire up Photoshop or Canva, edit it, and come back. Meta's trying to eliminate that loop. And the beauty is, if you change your mind about an edit, you can undo it or tweak it right there. No commitment, no weird artifacts left behind. This is actually a massive shift. We've been talking about AI photo editing for years, but Meta just made it frictionless and put it directly where people already spend their time. The creative tools are getting democratized in real time, and honestly, that's the real story here. Amazon's smart glasses for delivery. Now, if Instagram's announcement felt like a creative dream, Amazon's new AI smart glasses are more like something out of a sci-fi movie. Except they're real, and they're already on your delivery driver's face. Amazon unveiled these AI-powered glasses specifically designed for their logistics team, and the scope of what they're doing is pretty wild. These aren't gimmicks. The glasses let drivers scan packages hands-free, get real-time navigation, and detect hazards, all without taking their hands off their work. There's a lightweight controller worn as a vest that powers everything, and even better, there's an emergency alert button built right in for safety. But here's the thoughtful part that most people are overlooking. The glasses support prescription lenses. Sounds simple, but for someone working 10-hour shifts, that's actually huge. You're not dealing with over-the-glasses solutions or compromising your vision comfort. Amazon's already teasing future versions that will include some seriously advanced stuff: misdelivery detection so packages go to the right person, pet recognition so drivers don't get caught off guard, and low-light hazard alerts for those early morning or evening deliveries. The goal is clear: make the job faster, safer, and less physically taxing. Worker efficiency goes up, accidents go down. But wait, here's the plot twist nobody's talking about enough. Amazon might release a consumer version of these by late 2026 or early 2027. Yeah, you read that right. Consumer smart glasses from Amazon could be coming to the mainstream market and potentially competing head-to-head with Apple Vision Pro and Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses. This move signals that Amazon isn't just improving internal operations, they're building toward a broader hardware play that could legitimately shake up the smart wearable space. Samsung's $1,800 XR headset challenge. Speaking of headsets, Samsung just made a statement in the mixed reality space that's hard to ignore. They're launching Galaxy XR, a $1,800 device that's basically saying, yeah, we see you, Apple, and we're not backing down. Let's talk specs because this thing is legitimately impressive. It's running Google's Android XR OS paired with Qualcomm's Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 2 chip, so you're looking at serious horsepower under the hood. The display is a 27 million pixel micro OLED, which means ultra-sharp visuals with incredible clarity. We're talking true-to-life image quality that actually feels immersive instead of blurry and disappointing. The hardware itself weighs 545 grams and includes 2 pass-through cameras for blending real-world and digital content seamlessly, plus 6 tracking cameras that follow your movement with precision. But here's what actually sets it apart from the competition. Samsung built deep integration with Google Gemini directly into the device. That means the AI is built into the navigation, contextual search, and media control. It's not just a cool feature. It's woven into the entire experience. This is the strategy that matters. Apple went premium and proprietary with Vision Pro. Samsung is going premium but open. Android ecosystem, Google integration, the whole 9 yards. They're launching in the US and Korea initially, but the message is unmistakable. They're not trying to copy Apple. They're trying to outmaneuver them by offering the high-end experience without the walled garden. For the XR space specifically, this matters because Samsung bringing serious competition means more innovation, more development, and more options for people who actually want this technology. It's not about which headset is better anymore. It's about which vision for the future wins out. Microsoft turns Edge into your AI companion. All right, so Microsoft has been pretty quiet in the AI space compared to Google and OpenAI, but they just dropped an Edge update that's honestly kind of brilliant. They're calling it Copilot mode, and it's basically taking the browser assistant concept and supercharging it to the point where it becomes genuinely useful. Here's what changed. Copilot can now see your open tabs, summarize entire pages, fill out forms for you, and chat about what's literally on your screen right now. It's like having someone sitting next to you saying, here's what this page is about, or I'll fill that form out for you. And because it's integrated directly into Edge, there's no copying and pasting, no switching between windows, just natural interaction. But wait, there's more. Microsoft also introduced Miko, and yes, this is intentional clippy nostalgia. Except instead of being the helpful paperclip that everyone mocked, Miko is actually useful. It's a little orb that can talk back, express emotions, and teach you interactively through something called Learn Live mode. Yeah, it sounds gimmicky, but the idea is solid. A personality-driven AI that can teach you about what you're reading in real time. They also rolled out Copilot groups for real-time collaboration and something called Real Talk, where the AI gives you opinionated or creative takes instead of the typical neutral, safe summaries everyone's tired of seeing. The bigger picture here is that Microsoft is making a bold bet. Your browser shouldn't just display pages. It should be a full-fledged AI companion for work, learning, and creativity. They're not just adding features to Edge, they're completely reimagining what a browser can be. Whether it takes off or not, this is exactly the kind of thinking the space needs. The legal battlefield. Reddit sues Perplexity. Now let's shift gears because not everything in this news cycle is exciting innovation. Some of it is genuinely serious, and Reddit's lawsuit against Perplexity is the perfect example. Reddit just filed a lawsuit against Perplexity AI and 3 unnamed web scraping companies, accusing them of unlawfully harvesting user-generated content from Reddit forums to train their AI models. The claim is pretty straightforward. This violates Reddit's terms of service and intellectual property rights. But the real significance of this case goes way beyond Reddit and Perplexity. Legal experts are pointing out that this could become a landmark moment for defining how online content can and should be used in AI model training. The outcome of this case might literally reshape the rules for the entire industry, how companies can access data, what licensing deals look like, and how transparency standards get defined. Right now, there's a huge gray area in the AI world. Companies are scraping data from everywhere to train models, and there's no clear legal precedent saying whether they can or can't. This lawsuit could draw that line. The result could influence everything from content licensing agreements to what happens to smaller platforms when big AI companies want their data. This isn't just legal drama. This is the moment where the AI industry figures out what the actual rules are going to be. The viral moment, AI cat eating noodles. Okay, after all that heavy legal stuff, let's take a breather with something completely ridiculous but genuinely important to understand about internet culture right now. Someone created an AI-generated video of a cartoon cat struggling hilariously to eat spicy noodles. That's it. That's the concept. But this thing absolutely exploded. We're talking over 30 million views across TikTok, YouTube, and X. The animation is surreal. The cat's reactions are exaggerated in this weirdly perfect way, and somehow it just works. What's fascinating about this isn't that a video went viral. That happens all the time. It's what this tells us about where meme culture is heading. AI-generated content with absurd humor blended with hyper-realistic visuals is becoming the internet's next generation of entertainment. People aren't bored by AI-generated content anymore. They're embracing it, remixing it, and using it to create the next wave of internet culture. This is a cultural shift that's happening in real time, and it matters because it shows that AI tools aren't just for productivity or professional work anymore. They're becoming the primary tools for creative expression and entertainment online. The barrier to entry for creating viral content is dropping every single month. Regulators tighten the screws on AI. Finally, let's talk about something that's going to affect all of this innovation we just discussed: regulation. And it's moving faster than you might think. A new Stanford study came back with some pretty clear findings. 80% of global regulators are backing stricter AI data privacy laws, and 76% of them support mandatory retraining programs for workers displaced by automation. This isn't speculation. This is what government officials across the world are actually saying they want. The sentiment is pretty clear too. People are concerned about job losses, bias in AI systems, and the spread of misinformation. Regulators are responding to that public pressure by demanding transparency and accountability from AI companies. There's momentum building for forward-looking AI governance that actually addresses the concerns people have instead of ignoring them. Here's the thing, though. This doesn't mean innovation stops. It means innovation gets guardrails. And honestly, that's probably necessary. Right now, we're in this Wild West phase where companies can do basically anything because the rules aren't written yet. These findings suggest that phase is ending. In the next couple of years, we're going to see some serious policy frameworks emerge that shape how AI companies operate. So that's what happened in AI and tech this week. We've got creative tools getting smarter, hardware getting wearable, the mixed reality wars heating up, browsers becoming AI companions, and serious legal and regulatory questions starting to get answered. The pace of change right now is genuinely insane. If you want to stay on top of this stuff, drop a comment below with what excited you most, what scared you most, or what you think is going to matter most in the next 6 months. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time, because every week there's something new that's going to change how you work and live. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.